know it yet, but this would end up being one of my favorite nights of the entire trip.
I'm coming.
After driving from Hemsedal to Stryn, we started the next day doing what we seem to be doing most on this trip. Stopping to take photos. It was only about a 20-minute drive to Loen, but with scenery like this, 20 minutes didn't really mean much. There was always something that made me want to stop. A road, a mountain, or even a boathouse. For this trip, I decided to shoot as much on the Pentax 672 as I can. A camera from the late 90s with the weight of a tank, but the ease of use as a small 35mm camera. It shoots negatives that are 6 by 7 centimeters, which ensures me I get the best quality as I can in a handheld camera. Each roll gives me 10 exposures, and every click comes with a price. I loaded up the camera with Kodak Ektar 100, a finely grained film that requires a bit more exposure control than the Portra 400, but is great for hard sunlight and strong colors. When you see me pointing the camera toward the ground, that's me adjusting my exposure. The light meter reads middle gray, and asphalt is a perfect way to read light depending on the scene you shoot. For film, I expose for the shadows and develop for the highlights. It's the opposite of digital, where you need to expose for the brightest part of the image. We made a quick stop in Stryn, grabbed some food, charged the car, and eventually continued towards Loen. When we got there, we decided to go kayaking. We found a place just past Olden, strapped an old GoPro to the kayak, brought the camera, and hoped I wouldn't end up in the water. When we came out of the water, I suddenly saw something breaking the surface. For a second I thought it looked like a dolphin, but it must have been a harbor porpoise. Of course, the one interesting thing that happened on the water, I didn't get it on camera. Later that day, we headed for Loen Skylift. You can hike up, take the Via Ferrata, or you can do what we did and take the cable car. We'll call it efficient. The Via Ferrata route is supposed to be quite challenging, and it's definitely on my bucket list. This was my first time coming to Loen, and I didn't really have any expectations. The view at the top was impeccable, and I was blown away by it all. We had dinner at the restaurant at the top, and with views like this, it's definitely worth the trip. That night, we camped just outside the center of Loen. We'd chosen it mainly because we wanted to be walking distance to the Skylift. What we didn't realize was that just a few kilometers away was Lovatnet. We drove in there the next morning and immediately realized this is probably where we should have camped. The whole valley is incredible. Although judging by how busy some of the campsites were, we weren't exactly the first people to figure that out. One thing is for sure, we will definitely be back here.
Du må hilse på han. Så når jeg filmer dette nå, så kommer det til å komme sånn sekvens som yeah, there's a lot of small and tiny roads and you know sometimes you have to drive out to the side to let people pass you.
We left our newfound friends, but we didn't really know where we were going next. That was pretty much how this trip worked. But I knew I wanted to find somewhere special to spend the night. So I texted a friend who lives near Åndalsnes. She told me about a place called Litlefjellet, a place where we could camp down in the valley and take a short hike up the mountain. That sounded pretty much perfect. So we headed north. This was our first ferry ride, and for some reason, it was kind of exciting. We still stopped constantly along the way. Coming from the city, I don't think I'll ever get used to landscapes like this. So beautiful. Oh my God.
Amazing.
And traveling with a camera makes it even worse. You start looking at everything. The light, the roads, old buildings, animals. Every little detail suddenly looks like it could be a photograph. And I have a pretty severe fear of driving past something and realizing 10 minutes later that I should have stopped. So, we stop a lot. I still think about the places where I decided not to stop and the images I left behind. I decided to go for Kodak Gold 200 for these shots. Warmer tones, vibrant color saturation, and wide exposure latitude. I would be interested to hear what film stock you use. Do you swear by Portra 400 or something else? I remember when I first started out in photography. The photographer I worked for only shot on EPR 64 ISO, which is an E6 color positive film. You had to be so meticulous about the exposure, and we always exposed it at 50 ISO and pushed it a third of a stop for deeper colors and contrast. Hectare 100. Let's see how it goes. So tricky to get this one in. After years of shooting positive film, we started shooting on Portra 160 VC, which stands for Vivid Color. Portra is great for portraits and skin tones with a natural, clean look. Kodak discontinued the Portra VC and NC stock and made it into one in 2011. Eventually, we made our way into Romsdalen and arrived below Litlefjellet. After spending the last few days around towns and campsites, being back in the mountains felt good. It was quiet and peaceful, apart from the sheep. We found our spot, set up the car, and made some dinner. We're still very much beginners at this whole camping thing, but I think we're starting to get the hang of it. After dinner, we were getting ready to hike up Litlefjellet when we started talking to another camper. He told us not to go yet. Wait a few hours, he said. Then you'll be at the top for sunset. It sounded like pretty good advice, so we waited. One of the nice things about Norwegian summers is that sunset can take a while. And that evening, we had plenty of time. The hike itself isn't very long, but it's steep. And when you finally reach the top, you understand why people come here. We could see straight across towards Romsdalseggen and Trollveggen, with the valley hundreds of meters below us. And slowly the light started changing. This was exactly what we'd been waiting for. We stayed until the sun disappeared behind the mountains.
Det er deg som bakgrunnsbilde.
Now we just had a long walk, and there you can see the car, right there. We're gonna sleep there tonight. I thought this was going to be the end of the day. It wasn't. At around 4:30 the next morning, I woke up and noticed this intense red light outside the car. So I got up, and this was happening. The entire sky had turned red, with mist moving through the mountains as the first light started hitting it. It was probably one of the most spectacular sunrises I've ever seen. Naturally, every battery for my proper camera was dead, so the most beautiful light of the entire trip was filmed on my iPhone. But maybe that's okay. Sometimes you just have to take whatever camera you have and get the shot.